My name is Patrick Murphy. I live in Boulder. Muni money, facts, and thoughts. The Muni has hijacked well over $1 million in time resources from other departments. It has borrowed hundreds of thousands of dollars from the general fund under the guise of a one-time loan. It wants to take an additional million from the general fund without a public vote. This is not trivial. It is the equivalent of a $10 unapproved theft from every man, woman, and child in Boulder. The original models of the Muni indicated a maximum of $405 million for stranded and acquisition costs. At the Muni open house, Heather Bailey told me her estimate of the stranded costs is about $300 million. The camera has reported acquisition and construction costs at $267 million. Ms. Bailey denies that, as well as the rapid rate increase after the day one deceit. These costs now total $567 million. This reminds me of the joke about the highly experienced pilot who gets on the speaker as the plane is in a vertical, unrecoverable dive and says to the passengers, "I've had experience in 2 wars and thousands of flight hours. Just relax and loosen your belts. I've got this." $6 million in undergrounding has been lost, and the Muni effort wants you to just ignore that fact. Startup costs alone for the Muni monopoly are estimated to be about $37 million. Muni supporters rage on and on about Excel's 9% highly regulated profit. What is the unregulated profit that'll be required by the out-of-state consultants that'll run the Muni? What is the unregulated profit that'll be required by the as-yet undefined power suppliers? After all the bonds are paid, what is the true cost of the Muni? Consider the story of the person who said, "I'd like to die in my sleep like my grandfather," and not like the terrified and screaming passengers in his car. Are you truly awake to the failures of the Muni? Please don't end up like the emperor in the fable of the emperor's new clothes. "But he hasn't got anything on," the whole town cried out at last. The emperor shivered, for he suspected they were right, but he thought, "This procession has to go on." So he walked more proudly than ever, as his noblemen held high the train that wasn't there at all.